Hi everyone, my name is Joe,
I'm Tyler.
and today we are going electric. So recently, when we had lunch with a friend, he said he tested the EV car, right? I mean, he doesn't own a car, but he
didn't
rents.
test the car. Oh, he rents.
Yeah, he rents cars. And then just nice, the GetGo at his house. I'm not promoting for GetGo, by the way. They changed it to an EV car, and then he was commenting on the acceleration, like very shook, like that, right? Boom, like that, right? I don't know.
Have you driven an EV car?
I have never.
Not even a
test drive. No.
Blue SG.
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
So it's not that I'm against EV. It's just that that's why there's no opportunity.
You can always go down.
No, but this is what I hear. This is what I keep hearing from people who feels that we should go EV. They always say one thing: the acceleration, the torque is.
Yes, everybody says the same.
And that seems to be the only reason. Of course, I've heard of other comments like, "Oh, why EV is annoying? Like the regenerative braking is too sudden, or it's very difficult to inch the car forward, things like that." No, but then the thing is, a lot of them switch to EV because of that oomph, that torque. But I mean, 0 to 100 is important, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I guess in Singapore context, 0-100 is everything.
Yeah,
because technically the fastest you can go is 90. You know, even 190.
Yeah, I mean, so driving fast is fun. I agree, but driving fast and being able to, get the handling or have satisfaction over the handling while you're driving fast, I think that's also equally important, and especially for people who likes cars, right? So I don't know. I don't think it's a valid reason, but yes, I do agree that the oomph is good.
Actually, to be honest, right, I think you and I both grew up in the past where cars are not only it actually engages all your five senses in a sense. So
except for taste.
Except for taste. Right.
Okay.
For your four senses then, right?
Yeah.
So I think one of the bigger things is sound.
Yeah.
Which EV, I mean, for obvious reasons, do not have any.
Yes. They can have fake sound.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like watching a YouTube video, right? Actually watching it and listening to a actual car going fast with a loud exhaust or whatever it is a very different feeling.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
So I think that's one thing that gets to me, which I cannot have yet to overcome.
Okay.
Driving a car,
it's like totally quiet.
and it's totally quiet. Right?
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, my experience with EVs is very limited.
Yeah.
And I will always say it's a very good representation because I drove the Blue SG. You know the new Blue SG where they have the Opel and whatever it is. I drove the old Blue SG where I don't know what kind of car it was. It's a hatchback, not hatchback kind of ganchiu looking.
Designed by some student doing his FYP project.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So I drove that, and I've got to admit, yes, even then the acceleration was good.
Yeah.
I won't say that good that I'll be like, yeah, you know what, it's worth.
Yeah.
The acceleration is worth it. And the other thing that car has is sound, but it is a whirring sound.
Yes. I think it's an electric motor sound.
It's an electric motor sound, and it's whirring.
Oh.
Yeah. It went to the point where I remember the last time, right? Because I used to rent it quite a few times to do errands and whatever it is. It went to a point where my wife could even recognize it. Hey,
Yeah.
I hear a Blue SG coming.
Yes.
They're like, this kind of thing you can hear. I can hear car exhaust. She can hear the Blue SG. True enough, like
Times are different now.
So I told her I think the Blue SG's motors are not that good. That's why you can hear the whirring. I do not know whether
Nissan's e-Power
also you can hear.
Very obvious.
So the pure EV is like the EQ series or the I.
Yeah, they don't have.
They don't have, right?
But it could be insulation. I don't know. Maybe they insulated
Yeah,
you don't call it an engine compartment now, but I don't know what you call it now.
I guess, okay, so coming from a dad perspective of this, right? One of the good things, okay, to be honest, it's a coin toss, right? One of the good things that for me, I would say is no engine noise, but you still have the performance in a sense. And why I say from a dad perspective is, without the noise or the car sound or engine exhaust, whatever it is, my kid can sleep. But this is my issue. This is my personal issue where I've always sort of created the perfect environment for my kid to sleep.
Okay.
So that means there's no noise. It's always a quiet environment.
But I thought they always say it's good to give the kids white noise.
Okay. I don't know what's white noise. I didn't
At
introduce
the home of the Blue SG car, that's white noise. No, but
Yeah.
actually, but most modern day cars are quite quiet already, right? I mean, you don't get the noise from the engine coming in anymore, right?
True.
Yeah.
But I guess we're talking about, if let's say for that level of performance that EVs are now promising,
Yeah.
right? Even let's say the baseline, I will call it baseline, the iX1,
Yeah.
it's easily 200 over horsepower, if I remember correctly. I don't think there's not a
No, Iceman. The Singapore one is low power one.
low power is how much?
Cause it's a Cat A car. So,
It's a Cat A car.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that there's no Cat A cars that are electric.
Yeah. So now you know they are. Yeah. I mean they yeah. In Singapore, it's all about money, right?
Yeah.
Like, you bring it to Cat A, you actually lower the cost. So yeah, a lot of people are purposely bringing the lower engine models just so that they can get more market share.
Okay, so that was a bad example then.
Yeah.
But essentially the higher end, if you still want the performance,
Yeah.
usually they come with a bit of a sound,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Let's say a 300 horsepower car, both EV and
Yeah.
ICE car.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ICE car is going to have some noise to it,
Yeah.
right? We will enjoy it. My kid will definitely not. Not yet, at least.
Yeah. So it's about how you train your kid, right? Appreciate what is music and what is noise.
Speaking of which, right, there's this recent, not really recent, I think maybe 2 or 3 months back.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I covered this before I shared that I have a 86. You know that I also did my exhaust on the 86.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, hey, you're a bit older already now, right? You know what? I'm going to start my engine. You know, not when you're super far away. Maybe you're inside the house, but you know the exhaust is not exactly the softest.
And then she cried.
She didn't cry.
She got a scare. Stunned.
She was a bit, I think, frightened and curious at the same time. It was like, why is this so loud?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then like, I want to see why is it so loud. It just,
No, but to be honest, I think the exhaust is too loud already. It's those that if you drive it in the middle of the night, right, confirm TP will come for you. Like super loud that one.
To be honest, this TP thing, right? I mean, since you're on this topic, you know where I stay,
Yeah.
right? I realized that my stretch, the road in front of my house, that stretch, a lot of people are speeding at night.
Yeah.
And these jokers that exhaust and is really very loud.
Yeah, I know. My house also.
Your house there,
Yeah. That stretch.
but the stretch is not yours. It's not very long.
Recently, just got this. My neighbors just took a video in the middle of the night. There was this car just testing his 0 to 100 over and over and over again.
By himself.
Yeah, by himself with one car. So, yeah. But anyway, talking about white noise for babies,
Yes.
noise in the car and then your loud noise car.
Right, noise car. Yeah, sure.
I recall we have a friend who sat in your loud noise car and you slept in it.
Yeah, true.
With that sound.
Yeah, true.
So you see, white noise.
White noise.
Yeah, it makes wonders.
I remember she said that it was a droning sound. I was like thinking, what? It was so loud. What is not really considered droning, but sure.
Yeah. No, but I mean, okay, if we come back to the EVs and giving you the acceleration and torque, right? Technically, there are cars that can do that, but they give you a very different feel. Sorry.
What?
I mean, like you can buy a high-end car, right? Like for example, a M3
yeah.
or a I don't know, a Mini Cooper.
I'm actually not clear on this, but I don't know whether you know. So M3 costs roughly 500?
I think even more. Let me tell you what. Let me Google.
Right. So why I'm bringing this up is, I mean, one of the things that we have to, I think, not only as a parent, but I think more crucially as a parent, is the finance part of it, right?
Yeah.
So if I want to get the kind of performance of an M3, right, with the whole package, whatever it is,
Yeah.
how much would the EV equivalent be?
Okay, wait lah.
Yeah.
So for clarity,
Yes.
M3 is 580 something, so it's about 600k.
500.
About 600k.
600k. Okay, 600.
Yeah. Particularly because we're talking about M3. To be honest, I think it's too raw. The power is too much for Singapore roads.
Okay.
I would think the M340i would be perfect.
Okay.
So that sets you back 425k before discounts.
Okay, 435.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Sorry. You were
M3
saying
is how much? How much?
600, about 600.
No, is it the? Sorry, M340 is what's the performance? What's the horsepower? Roughly.
Wow, you're asking about horsepower now? Let me go in and check.
Roughly. I think if I remember correctly, it's around high twos or low.
369. That's for M340i.
M340i.
Yeah.
So 360, 340?
369.
370. 370.
The M3 is 500.
Yeah, okay, so let's use the M340, right?
Yeah.
If we get EV that is around 370 horsepower, how much is it? I mean, whatever it is, can be the Seal, can be the Tesla, can be...
Let me look at the Tesla.
Okay, using a Tesla.
Yeah.
So because
the performance model.
Performance model should be up there, I guess. I think
so that's 491 horsepower.
Okay.
It's about 330k.
Including COE.
Yeah, including COE.
Then maybe this is why people go for it.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. It's like,
but then again, you cannot compare a Tesla, because a Tesla is meant to be like a Volkswagen. It's like a people's car.
I don't think they have ever positioned themselves that way, though.
Let's look at the Porsche.
Okay.
No, actually, we should look at BMW's equivalent, right?
So what BMW itself?
The i4 maybe.
You use the i4?
Yeah, the i4 they have the M50, which is equivalent to the M340i, I would think.
Okay.
So the i4 M50 Grand Coupe is 536 horsepower.
So it's around there.
So it's actually more than the M3.
Oh, is it?
By a little bit. But cost is significantly lower, about 450k. So you're right. But then again, it could be because there are incentives, right? No, but maybe not, because incentives is about 40k now.
Yeah, I don't think the incentive will be dropped to 200,000.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why people are going for EV.
Yeah, actually you're right. Yeah, it could be because it's a cheaper alternative.
Yeah, it's cheaper alternative now.
Yeah.
With the performance in mind.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Though I'm not sure. Well, of course we can do this separately, but okay. So people always talk about the cost of ownership. Of EV versus its petrol equivalent, right?
Yeah.
And they always talk about, okay, of course the buying price, and then you have your petrol price,
right?
Petrol versus your cost to charge. And then they also talk about road tax.
Right.
Yeah, these three items are usually compared, right?
Yeah.
And then they always, or rather a lot of car reviewers take the iX3 and the X3.
Right.
Because it's the best comparison, because it's exactly the same model, same chassis, but they swap out the drivetrain.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the best comparison. And the conclusion is it's about the same. In fact, in some of the reviews, they conclude that the electric version
might be cheaper,
costs a bit more.
Oh, is it?
Than the petrol version. Of course, they do have some assumptions like how much is your mileage, and stuff like that. And I think to the extent maybe cost-wise it should be about the same comparison.
To be honest, if that's the case, right, I think like my thoughts are, if the costs are relatively the same, I think EV won the round. Because if let's say the whole electrical charging thing, I mean, yes, you can say electricity has been around for so long, but I think the infrastructure to get I mean, for the EV itself, cost some, there's some capital cost involved.
Yeah.
So, and seeing that this is, I would say, the beginning of, EV is going to have an uphill, it's going to spike in terms of uptake.
Adoption and stuff.
Yeah, adoption and stuff. So I think if that's the case, if they can even be comparable, I think they've sort of won in terms of cost-wise.
Okay, so maybe. But at this moment, I don't think so. I mean, if you get a number of charges.
Yeah, so the charges is always an issue.
Yeah, and also you look at how occupied the charges are. There'll be some trends, some things we can observe. For example, in HDBs, right? I seldom see the charges 100% occupied.
100, when you say 100% means there's always a car there.
Yeah, correct. But
my house has.
Oh, is it? It's always
No,
there?
it's not always occupied, but every night there is at least 2 cars.
Yeah.
Out of 3.
Yeah. Okay. So, but then that could be because nobody wants to buy EV, right?
Yeah.
And most people who buy EVs today are people who stay in landed, where they can do their own overnight charging. I also read some articles on, actually it's best to take slow charge overnight,
right,
compared to fast charge and then shift your car. Because when you're sleeping at night, you wouldn't want to shift your car.
Yeah.
So unless every car park lot is a charging lot,
yeah, true.
You can't really ramp up adoption, at least from a mass consumer perspective. But from a shopping centre, it's almost always occupied. I mean, because people... Also because, if you are driving an EV car, then a green lot is an incentive, right? You always find a lot there. So I don't know, from a charging infrastructure perspective, in my view, it's still not...
Infrastructure is definitely not there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I honestly, it could be a better, right?
Yeah.
Where I have a feeling that if EV were to take off in Malaysia, I wouldn't even say take off like how Singapore takes it off.
Yeah.
But a little more uptake.
Yeah.
Malaysia's infrastructure will be faster than Singapore.
For that matter, if Malaysia wants to do anything, they can be faster than Singapore.
I think it's because it's private run.
Okay.
So the infrastructure is usually open to private companies to set up.
Singapore is also private.
Yeah, but it's a very heavily pushed by government.
Okay.
So I find that like a lot of companies in Singapore, they tend to just wait for the government's subsidy or push and requirements and so on and so forth.
Yeah. You know why? Because to install a charging facility, right, it's not cheap. It's quite expensive. Not the charger alone, the pooling of the cables,
and everything.
Yeah, right. And the revenue that's coming in probably is very difficult. The ROI is probably very high, like you need many years before you can recover back your investment.
True.
Yeah. So I personally I've been involved in some of these projects before in my work, and it was for a shopping mall, and then the charging facility company was really pitching to the shopping mall to say that you do this, we do this, we'll share this, we'll share that. This is your cost, this is your revenue, this is my cost. But it just doesn't seem to make sense from a very obvious way. You need to consider many other kind of benefits before it becomes a business case.
Right.
So it's not that apparent, it's not like straightforward, like yes, let's do it. Otherwise, exactly like what you said, it will be installed everywhere.
Yeah. I mean there was I think, but infrastructure, I'll give it to them that they are rolling out. I think at least there are chargers everywhere, but maybe they're not used, or they just at least have 3 or 4 sporadic ones everywhere.
Yeah, alright. No, but having said that, what would drive me, or rather I was actually quite interested to explore EVs from a charging perspective, because a lot of car dealers, right, when they're selling their EVs now, right, they actually work with some of these charging facility suppliers to give you 5 years free charging, 7 years free charging.
So it's petrol vouchers for EV lah.
Exactly. But then these are even more worth it than petrol charges or petrol vouchers.
Because 5 years.
Yeah, because they go by a number of years. It's all 300 fixed. Of course, there's a cap to the amount of mileage I mean, there's a cap to it.
Yeah.
But then it's more than sufficient, I feel, for my kind of usage. And then at my workplace, just nice downstairs, I have that company really. There's a few companies, right?
Yeah.
Charge Plus, and then there's also
CDG,
and then there's also Keppel Volt and stuff.
Right.
So it's just nice. My office downstairs have, and it's not always occupied. So to me, it makes sense. And then I tried to ask my colleague. So I have this colleague who drives an EV, but of course he owns a landed so he can charge at night. So I asked him, like, what's your experience of owning an EV? So he is actually quite positive. He uses the charging facility downstairs sometimes if he forgets to charge at home. But the key problem is after charging, he has to move his car away. So he can't just park his car there and then just leave it there. Yeah, so that could be one challenge. But then he feels that in Singapore there's no lack of chargers lah.
For now lah.
Yeah, for now. I mean, yeah lah. And he made a point. You probably will not be looking for a charger once you're left with 20 km. You probably want to do it midway, because you can just do it anytime you want, right? Yeah. So to him, there's some inconvenience, but generally he feels Singapore is quite.
So I think that's the question, right? So I think I was having this discussion as well, and the question was, I said that maybe we should stop looking at how we charge EVs, how we pump petrol.
Yeah.
So like pump petrol, we always say, it's 1 quarter left, going to hit E already, okay, go pump petrol.
Yeah.
Right? Then you pump one full, right? Whereas I think like if you want to do EVs, maybe we do sporadic charges. 5-10 minutes here, 5-10 minutes there.
Oh yeah, that could be one.
Right? Maybe in the shopping mall I spend there 1 hour, 2 hours, that charges up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you just do sporadic charges here and there, your battery is your car is able to move. Especially in Singapore, to be honest, the mileages on the newer EVs can bring you around Singapore a few times.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I think the challenge comes with EV, which I do not know. I think like maybe America has done it because of Tesla and the charging network they have there. But I think like places, let's say like for us like that, we want to go up KL and we have an EV. We need to pray there's no traffic jam, right?
Yeah.
And we can shoot up in once.
And
then we cannot move anywhere else because we most probably are more or less out already.
Yeah.
We need to find a charger and park it there for a good.
Yeah.
I don't know how long, whatever fast charging that they have there or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think this is a big challenge for long distance with the lack of infrastructure essentially.
Yeah, correct. But since you mentioned this, let's talk a little bit about the technicality of things, the technical aspect of EVs. A lot of people are saying that EVs are good for city driving, stop and go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then for long distance drive, petrol is not good. Yeah.
It's not good, I say.
Not good. Not good because of two things, I guess. One is the battery heats up. And then the second thing is you don't have the chance for regenerative braking.
Right.
Yeah, so you don't recover energy.
Right.
So so for long drives, so if let's say somebody's considering EV for like always going up north to KL or Penang, EV maybe is not that and I guess
not yet.
I don't know the technology but you know about the current use of the current battery technology, right?
Yeah.
It actually catches fire very easily.
Yeah.
So there's always the safety concern as well. So imagine driving up north and then suddenly because of overheat issue. So I don't know. It just sounds a bit scary as a father, some more.
And because the bloody batteries are just underneath, right?
Yeah. And have you seen videos of how car batteries catch fire? It goes into fireworks mode. It's suddenly boom, 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 boom. Then it rests for a while. Then there's fire. Then suddenly boom, 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 boom.
So I mean, talking about EVs, and because we're all about light cars, right? I don't know whether you watched this one, which is about from Top Gear.
Yeah.
Where Richard Hammond was racing the Rimac.
Okay.
Up the hill. So it was a hill climb race. Right? He crashed a car.
Okay.
And I mean, he was injured and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
The thing was how they recovered the car. So the guy was saying, I think it was Jeremy Clarkson who mentioned it, or in the show I'm sort of mentioning it, that the car spontaneously catches fire on and off after being put out for 2 weeks.
Huh? For 2 weeks?
Yes. So then you put out the fire, it is sometimes it will just come back on, you don't know, and then you cannot really don't know how to deal with it because, you know,
yeah,
we are so well versed with petrol engines, you know, what after a while it's just gone, right? But battery is just a whole different ball game, right?
Okay.
So then comes when you mention, like, if let's say it catches fire. Okay, so I think we know more or less know how to react if let's say a petrol car catches fire, because we know where the engine is.
Yeah.
We know how to react, get out of the car, there's some, you know, safety barrier, whatever it is. We can maybe try and cool the engine down, whatever it is. But what happens if you know the same issues happen with EV then? So let's say you overheating, let's say, for engines. We stop by the roadside, cool it off, you know, make sure there's enough water to cool the engine or whatever it is, and then we can be on our way again. We know how to deal with it.
Yep.
Right. Does that have the same issue? Does EV have the same issue?
Honestly, I don't know.
Right? We can't cool batteries down. We can't be pouring water on batteries, right?
I don't know.
So then comes the issue. I think that's the bigger.
They need a very sophisticated intercooler. Take the one about the WRX and put it in.
So I think that's the thing. That's my major concern. I mean, as a car owner as of right now, will I want a car that I don't know how to handle?
Yeah.
I don't know how to deal with it. And to be honest, right now is the best time to open an EV workshop because they will make a killing. I would say whatever it is, you also will have to believe me.
Yes, you're right. That's what I really see also.
Yeah, so then what else?
Yeah. And sometimes, right, repairing an EV car, it's not a hands-on job. You just need to connect the computer and reset the codes. And you can charge the customers $200 or $900. Yeah.
Have you tried starting and switching on and switching on?
No, never. No, but I see your point now. There's really too much uncertainty. Right?
There's too much uncertainty.
But the thing is, if let's say you are a buyer, all these uncertainties, of course, if you do a lot of reading and all, maybe you start to realize that there's a lot of uncertainty. But
right.
To a lot of people who buy EVs, they don't really know, or they don't really care so much. They just buy.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, which I that's the other point I want to bring up. As a car owner, purely car owner, I mean doing away with the fact that I'm dead now, right?
Yep.
I think EVs take out the fun in cars.
Oh, definitely.
So in the sense where, like, there is no room for creativity. There's no room that it can be like this M3 with maybe an Akrapovic exhaust or with a boiler exhaust.
You don't even have.
You don't even have exhaust, right? What is there to tweak? The only best thing you can tweak is the decals. You want to change the bonnet, you want to change the rim. So mainly aesthetics.
Yeah.
You can't really tweak. Maybe people. Okay, so what I mean about this is that there's literally a video that I saw that this Tesla 3 or something was racing. The best thing that he did to the car was remove the seats. So just need to lightweight the damn car. But there's no tweaking of like performance, not like how people would do with petrol cars, you know.
Okay.
I will put in a turbocharger, supercharger, this and that, you know.
Yeah.
Better air intake, all this kind of stuff. But
yeah,
I think it just takes out the fun, takes out the creativity. Next time you go and meet, imagine us down the road. Okay, fine, I won't say us, right? But let's say my kid, because I realized that my kid is 18 to 2040, so she'll never drive a internal car, you know, combustion car, which is quite sad. But anyway, our kids, how are they going to compare cars? Or would they never compare cars? If they were car enthusiasts, what are they going to compare?
Yeah, so you just make yourself sound very old.
I mean, I am
just like my father back in those times. No, but so it could be like in the future, kids don't even know what's a floppy disk, you know, that kind of thing. Like kids will only know, or rather back then, I mean now kids, but eventually they're adults, they will only know electric vehicles. They probably don't know so there's nothing to compare. So to them it's like the norm.
No, which I agree, but what I'm trying, okay, so remember last time when we were in school,
Yeah.
you know, you always say that one rich kid coming in a nice car, you know, and then maybe he did something to the car, painted a different color, have a different exhaust, sounds different, you know.
Yeah.
What's the future going to be like for that?
I know. That's why Xiaomi comes with the EV cars. Was it you who shared me the video?
Right, Xiaomi, yeah.
Yeah, so just to recap, the Xiaomi
SU7 or something. SU7.
The interesting part about them is when you buy the car, it comes with a lot of accessories, right?
Yeah.
And those accessories are almost like you just unbox and
plug it in.
Yeah, you don't even plug, it's like a magnet and plug like that. So maybe that's the future of modding. But interesting point, you talk about fun. So I totally agree that EVs can never be as fun as ICE cars or ICE cars. For example, we just now we said that a lot of people change to EV because of the acceleration at the top. Right?
Yeah.
And technically, if you get a high power car, you can also get the acceleration, right? Which is damn sure.
Right.
But it's very different. The EV torque comes instantaneous because it is
electric motor.
Yes, correct. It's driven by motor. Whereas for internal combustion engines, there's always a lag.
Yeah.
Especially if it's boosted by a turbo.
Yes.
There's always that lag that you feel that adds to the kind of driving experience. So for people who are a bit advanced in age like us, I think that's what we look forward to. But then it could change in the future. Like this is something that we like only because we live through that generation. Like some people, they like a manual gearbox because they live through that generation. But if you ask the kids today, they don't need that. They don't even know what's a manual gear stick.
Funny that you mentioned this. Okay, so I have a funny story about this gear stick thing you just mentioned. Right?
Yeah.
So I heard this story. I think, like, honestly speaking, it is exactly what you said. Which is that I think it was the younger generation asked, why drive a manual?
Yeah, they don't understand the feeling of the clutch slip and the clutch.
Which I want to bring you back to just now the point as well, which is EV takes out the fun, and because you mentioned a turbo and there's lag and everything, I think that all adds, even though yes it's a hassle and yes it's more things to take note of and everything itself, but I think that adds to the skill.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Knowing the timing, knowing how to handle something complicated, and not a bloody toy car in a sense right? So I guess that's like give and take in a sense. But anyway, we have gone on, and I think we are more or less sort of like shared that we are not ready for EV as of right now. But I guess
okay,
the question is, what will make you change? What will make you change your mind? If let's say there was a new car that I don't know, because I was looking at this video about EVs. China, they don't charge.
Yeah, they don't charge.
They change the bloody battery.
They swap out the whole battery.
Then I was thinking, why can't they do that here?
Exactly.
Not here lah, but I mean general infrastructure wise.
Yeah, correct. I'm sure there's a lot of reasons, but let's not go there. I mean, if you ask me at this point of my life, right, where I have a family, I'm a father. I can't really drive like how I used to be. Maybe an EV makes sense. Right. But provided there's enough EV models that are meant for family use.
There are quite a bit. There are a lot of SUVs that are all EVs.
Okay.
So I mean, really, what is the thing that will change your mind? Really swap you over, but you know what? Okay, fine, I'll go for it.
I know.
What?
EV cars in Singapore don't need to pay for COE. Oh, I confirm buy.
It's not only you, everybody buy.
They will drive the EV market. Government wants adoption, right? So to be honest, I think the convenience of charging must be there. Definitely. I don't mind how the car drives versus ICE, given that, like I said, my priorities are different now. But
so that means if the charging facilities are sufficient now and fast enough and everything, but okay, sure, you know.
Like the swapping of batteries. So I don't even, the biggest issue now with charging is I have to leave my car there. Like in petrol station, I go in, pump, less than 5 minutes, I'm out. But then for charging, figuring out which button to press on the console to enter your account. I don't know. Maybe you can pair it with an app.
I think no, they have an app.
Okay, I'm sure they have. But then I've seen so many times people stuck at the charging station because they just can't get the app or the account to be connected. So many times. There was one time I was at the Jurong Point when I parked my car. I was there for lunch. When I parked my car, I saw this guy trying to charge his i5.
i5. Oh, i5.
Yeah,
okay.
correct. And then I went for lunch. I makan finished, did a bit of shopping. I come back to my car. The guy was still there.
Huh?
Yes.
So he's there for nearly an hour.
Yeah. And then he was like on the phone. I suppose he's trying to get technical support. So, but anyway, so you see, you have to figure this out. You have to then plug it in, and then there are some. Okay, so the chargers, the cable for the charger is not very long. Yeah. So if they put the order for those parking lots where how should I put it? Okay, so for a normal parking lot, some charging plug in the car is at the front.
Yes.
So you cannot park with your ass in,
yes.
the back of your car in. You have to park with your head in.
Yeah.
And in some of these car park lots, it's not easy to park with your head in. Plus, a lot of people don't have skills to park with their head in. No, I'm serious about this. So I saw this. I think it's a Porsche. It's an electric Porsche.
Okay.
This driver was trying to do that, and then she blocked the whole car park. No cars were able to move because of this issue.
No driver issue. That one nothing to do with car.
But what I mean is the inconvenience lah. It's like I don't know. Maybe they should have a standard like all chargers should be on the right hand side, so that of the car, so that the charging facility, the cable, the length of the cable can always fit. I don't know. So I mean, simple things like that. I feel they have to, as long as they make charging a lot more convenient from all aspects. I think that could change my mind. And they have to maintain the incentive lah. If not, I would not buy.
Then you better buy soon.
Oh yeah, it's ending soon, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
No, but I think that's also the reason why, as a family, you probably will not be so inclined to get the EV because of all the inconvenience. As a family, I think when you go out and stuff, you want convenience for your whole family. Yeah. And of course, if let's say you can charge at home, then that's probably not a big issue. But all this convenience adds up. Everything a bit by bit, and so every inconvenience is gonna multiply my decision, yes or no, to get an EV lah. But that's for me lah. How about you?
What will convince me?
Yeah.
When they make EV fun again.
Okay.
Like I mean, in more I would say more detailed sense. Okay. The best way that I can describe it is how when we accelerate cars now, there's that rev meter. Right? And then sometimes you will play at least I will play with the rev meter. Sometimes you accelerate hard, and then you know when to sort of essentially play with the pedals lah. Right? You can't do that with EV. And that's kind of sad, I think.
Yeah.
Right? So like the question I guess is when that changed, then maybe I'll change. I mean, of course, apart from the finance cost that you have brought up as well lah.
Yeah.
But I think the fun is really all gone. Everything is now a button to it.
Oh yeah.
So it's a bit not exactly really fun anymore.
Yeah. But to say the EV cars look very futuristic nowadays. So aesthetically,
I think it's a phase though, to be honest. Like there was this time where all the normal petrol cars were all looking all sportier and had sporty lights and everything, even though it's just a normal ass car.
Yeah, okay.
Then came with all the LEDs, and then all the cars had like a long strips of LEDs. So I think it's just a phase where, honestly, I think even fine. You look at BMW, right?
Yeah.
They have a petrol version of the car and the electric version of the car.
Yeah.
They look exactly the same. The only main difference is the grille. There's no opening in the grille.
And some body kits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's more or less the same. Does that look futuristic.
But that's because it's the exact same model. You look at their pure EV model,
the XM or iX.
Yeah, the iX. Yeah, the iX will look very different from the X5.
True, but it still doesn't really have like the, or at least not to me lah.
Okay.
I would say the more futuristic looking one, maybe it's not under BMW, it's under Mercedes. I think the EQ series.
I hate those.
The EQ, it looks okay, what? No,
I don't know. I like Porsches.
The Taycan,
the new Macan. You know the new Macan is pure EV now.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, you don't have option for ICE.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they took out ICE already. You can still buy the ICE Macan, but that's the older generation. The new generation, it's all EV for the Macan. That's where everybody is going. And the Volkswagen's ID series, I think it looks quite good also. But anyway,
the ID series is damn bloody confusing. I don't know what kind of car, crossover, what was it?
But Volkswagen has always been confusing. They came out with the numbers, then they have the TSI, then after that, no more numbers, and they keep changing.
I don't know what the hell.
No, but I think I would definitely look at it from a family perspective lah. So from a family perspective, the fun in cars is very differently defined now. so cars like the Maxus Mifa, is it a Mifa 9?
What?
The Maxus?
Oh, I have no.
It's like the Alpha equivalent, but it's a pure EV.
Okay.
Those will entice me now. Sorry, but I'm a father. I don't know what else. I actually quite like the BYD Seal. Yeah, I think it looks quite good.
Yeah, that one I agree.
Yeah.
But I'll debadge it.
Okay. Okay.
I don't like why. BYD is fine. Why? That's when I got to know the actual meaning of the letters at times.
Build your dreams.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, okay. But anyway,
it's half-hearted effort.
But that's a sedan, so for me, I think an SUV will work a lot better. I'm sorry, I just can't accept an Ioniq 5 or EV6 looks.
That one in Singapore though.
Yeah,
that means it's supported by the government.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, but do you know recently they got recalled?
I saw.
Recall for,
I saw.
Yeah.
I saw they got recalled.
I suspect in moving forward, there's going to be a lot of recall for EV cars.
I think it's just easy for them to recall, especially seeing they got a factory here now. I just recall whatever bring them in.
Or the liability is a lot lesser if you just recall the car.
Maybe.
Yeah, but anyway,
I think EV still has some ways. To be honest, no, okay, fine, because it's 2040, right? This car won't last to 2040 for sure. And I guess the question comes to this. Even the funny thing is, even my wife says that she won't buy an EV in the next car.
Is it? Why?
I can't remember the reason now.
Okay.
But it won't be an EV in the next car. The next car will most likely be a hybrid, if anything.
My wife actually is okay. She's open.
To which one? To EV?
To EV, but not now. But we didn't say when. But depending on how things go, we are quite open. But let's see how it goes. The charging to me just doesn't make sense at this moment.
The charging is...
You see, the two charging lot is open now. It's free now. No cars charging.
Why can't they do the same thing as they did in Japan?
What is?
You can charge your car, right? Once charge done, I'll slide your car over lah. The lots available.
Yeah, okay.
This is too high a tech a thing. Japan has been doing it for don't know how many years already.
So yeah, there's even more cost, right? More complications. But anyway, so I think the topic on EV will change.
We may revisit soon.
Depending on how things
progress.
Right. But as of now, yeah, I probably will stick to my car for the time being.
Yeah.
I believe you do the same, right?
Yeah, for financial reasons for now.
No, but EV is cheaper.
Yeah, I'm not getting a performance car
just now.
But I'm not getting a performance car.
No, but even the
baseline, the Cat A one is cheaper.
Like for example, Model 3 costs about 200k now.
Yeah, I'm not getting a Tesla.
then what EV would you get? Actually, what EV would you get at this
Now.
moment if, let's say, you decide to go EV?
Now,
Yeah, like now.
like if money was not an issue. Like what? Like what's the boundaries here? EV? Like specific EV? Money an issue? Not an issue?
Let's go with not an issue.
Not an issue? I will say the Porsche Taycan.
Okay, money is an issue now. But okay, I mean, money is not really an issue.
Okay, I won't say super far high end thing, but I think the iX is not bad.
Okay,
Because I think most likely my next car is going to be an SUV.
okay, but for the record, I think iX is about 500k.
Yeah, but it's not a Taycan, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's not a Taycan, right?
Let me check the because I'm just keen to know the price.
Okay, fine. If it's not the... Okay.
No, but iX is an excellent choice.
I would say then maybe the iX3.
Okay. iX3, yeah, fair enough.
So far, like because I have somewhat of a glimpse of the BMW's EV range,
Okay.
and my dad test drove before the iX1.
Ah, okay.
So and he said like it's really good drive lah.
Oh, okay.
So as of right now, I think I like the design of the EQ series, maybe EQC. But the thing is that the EQC doesn't seem as though there's any space inside.
I see. Okay.
It just seems very cluttered.
I
to me.
see. Okay. Okay.
So that's why to me that's what I have not looked at the Volkswagen, the ID series,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think that's an SUV. I think that's more of a crossover.
Okay.
But I also don't know how that one goes lah. So
Okay. Okay.
as of right now, I guess it's the iX.
Yeah, I guess the iX is good. So the iX is about 500, slightly above 500 something.
Okay.
The Taycan, they have a lot of trims and variants, as with any other Porsche.
Right.
So the lowest trim is about 500 plus a little bit only.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very comparable to iX price. But here this, the Turbo S is 1 million.
Honestly, right.
Too wide the range.
Honestly, right. If that's the case, right, I would have gone for the base Porsche over the iX. Even if you tell me iX is full spec.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I'll go for the baseline Taycan over a full spec iX. That's me. What about you? I mean, your EV now. If you had to choose an EV now.
Yeah. So I think the iX3 is probably on my list.
Because you are driving
No, I mean because I want an SUV EV, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, the iX3 is a bit dated already inside.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I haven't tested the Atto 3. I thought Atto 3 sounds or looks quite decent, and it's an SUV. And
I think the boot space is small though. The
is it?
Atto 3.
I've never seen the actual thing. As in, I see it on the road, but I never go and test drive and we look at the insides. But yeah, I guess that could be the two that I might want to consider. What other models can I consider?
If money not an option. Because I mentioned one. Not issue, not say not an option. Money not issue.
If money is not an option, then
Not issue.
maybe the Macan, the new Macan. I mean, I've always liked the Macan.
But the Macan is small, right?
Yeah, it's a lot smaller than the X3.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, right. But then again, yeah, that could be. I can't think of any now. There's not a lot of options. What options do I have?
For electric.
Yeah.
High end.
Yeah. Maybe the iX also. I don't know.
iX, Taycan.
I don't like the Mercedes series, so I'm not gonna consider them.
Volvo?
Volvo, they're full electric only. The EX30. Does the XC have the full electric?
XC is full.
XC40.
The whole line is all electric now.
It's not full electric, right?
They're all full electric now.
Is it?
They don't have ICE cars anymore.
Also, really?
If I remember correctly, they are full electric.
Okay.
Oh, I remember. I know. I won't take the Taycan if money is not an issue.
Okay.
I'll take the Lotus.
Is a two-seater or what?
No, it's SUV.
Oh, the SUV.
The Lotus SUV.
What's the name again?
I forgot what's the name, but there's a Lotus SUV that is full electric. Anyway, Lotus is full electric as well, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay, I think we are going too far beyond what we can.
We can only dream.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's probably our take on EVs at the moment.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Let's hope that the EV doesn't progress too fast then.
What a comment. The government wants it the other way around.
Government wants a lot of things that don't make sense.
Okay, but anyway,
And the new OBU. Bloody hell. But anyway, yeah. That's about it for EVs for now.
yeah. So hopefully we can have a more updated discussion in the future, but as of
Hopefully
now,
not too soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.